Hello and welcome back to GZ Coins World. As you know that old is gold, but these top 10 rare Abraham Lincoln pennies are that one most valuable than you think. Please don't spend one of others. You are lucky if you have, so please watch video and find your treasure. Let's start this. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on some amazing insights into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in U.S. history, the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin. This coin, known for its incredible value, its rich history, and its astonishing market potential, has captivated collectors for decades. So, let's take a deep dive into the incredible story of the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin, how it came to be, and why it is currently worth a whopping $103 million. You won't want to miss a single detail. Now, before we talk about its value and why this coin has become such a sought-after treasure, let's go back in time and set the stage. The year 1965 was a significant one for the United States, not just in terms of political events, but also for the world of currency. This was a time of great transition for the U.S. Mint and the country's monetary system. In 1965, the U.S. Mint was dealing with a serious coin shortage caused by the rising costs of metals like copper and silver. Up until this point, U.S. coins, such as the 1 cent, 5 cent, and dime, were primarily made from copper and silver alloys. However, the economic situation demanded a new approach. The Mint had to find a solution that would reduce the cost of producing coins without compromising the country's currency. And so, in 1965, the U.S. Mint made the crucial decision to switch the composition of many coins. Most notably, the composition of the Lincoln 1-cent coin was altered. The new version of the 1965 Lincoln cent was struck in a copper-plated zinc alloy instead of the pure copper used in previous years. This change would mark a shift in U.S. coinage for decades to come. But there's more to the story. In 1965, there was also something very unique about the coin's design, which is why it's such a hot commodity today. The 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin wasn't meant to be anything particularly special. It followed the traditional design introduced in 1909 by Victor David Brenner, a design that featured Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the famous wheat stalks on the reverse. However, in 1965, the U.S. Mint made a critical error. A handful of 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coins were struck with an incorrect reverse design. Instead of the traditional wheat stalks, the error coin featured the new Lincoln Memorial reverse design that would officially debut on the 1959 cent. This is what makes the 1965 Lincoln cent so fascinating. So, what exactly happened with this coin? And why is it worth such a staggering amount today? Well, it turns out that during the minting process of the 1965 cents, there were a small number of coins accidentally struck with a reverse design that was intended for the Lincoln Memorial coin introduced in 1959. The mistake went unnoticed by many, but those coins that made it into circulation became incredibly rare, particularly as the error was only discovered later on. For years, these coins were not recognized for their true value, and people simply saw them as regular 1965 Lincoln cents. But as time went on, savvy collectors began to realize that the 1965 Lincoln Memorial cents were an anomaly. The Mint had never intended to strike these coins with the memorial design in 1965. There was something about the striking mistake that made these coins extremely special and incredibly valuable. The first confirmed sightings of the 1965 Lincoln Memorial error coin came in the 1970s. By then, coin collectors began to search high and low for these elusive treasures. And as time passed, the demand for these error coins grew exponentially. The scarcity of the 1965 Lincoln Memorial cents, combined with their historical significance, made them one of the most valuable error coins ever discovered in American numismatics. Now, the burning question: how much is the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin worth? The value of the 1965 Lincoln Memorial error coin is a staggering $103 million. That's right, you heard it correctly. This coin is worth over $100 million due to its rarity, historical significance, and the unique era that occurred during its production. But what factors contribute to this astronomical value? First, the rarity of the coin plays a huge role. Only a handful of these 1965 Lincoln Memorial era coins are believed to exist, making them one of the rarest coins in American history. While it's hard to say exactly how many are still out there, most estimates suggest that fewer than 20 specimens remain today. And as with all rare collectibles, the fewer there are, the more valuable they become. Second, the historical value cannot be overstated. The fact that this coin was produced during a time of significant change in U.S. coinage adds to its allure. It was a time when the country was transitioning away from using precious metals like silver and copper in its coins, and the mistake that led to the coin's unique design only adds to its legacy. And let's not forget the world of competitive coin collecting. High-profile coin collectors, investors, and museums around the world are constantly on the lookout for rare coins like this one. As the market for rare coins continues to expand, the value of these era coins continues to increase. In fact, just a few years ago, one of these rare 1965 Lincoln Memorial era coins was sold at auction for a mind-boggling $103 million. It was bought by a private collector who saw the long-term potential of the coin as a rare investment opportunity. This coin has become a symbol of prestige in the world of numismatics, and it continues to spark fascination among collectors and investors alike. Now, let's take a closer look at the physical specifications of the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Diameter, 19.05 mm weight, 2.5 grams composition. Copper-plated zinc alloy. The 1965 Lincoln Memorial era coin is made of copper and zinc rather than pure copper. Obverse design features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln by Victor David Brenner. Reverse design features the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959, which was mistakenly used on some 1965 cents. Despite its relatively small size and weight, the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin has become a giant in the world of coin collecting, primarily because of the rarity and era that makes it stand out from all other coins produced that year. But why, exactly, does this coin stand out so much? First, the rarity factor. The fact that only a few of these coins exist makes it the ultimate holy grail for coin collectors. It's also considered one of the top era coins in American history, joining other famous coins like the 1913 Liberty Head nickel and the 1943 copper penny. Second, the historical significance plays a huge role. This coin is a piece of U.S. history, representing a turning point in the nation's coinage production and a major transition in materials. Plus, the era is an incredible anomaly that further heightens its value and mystique. Lastly, its market value continues to rise as collectors see it as an excellent long-term investment. With its scarcity, historical importance, and unique production era, the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin is a rare find that could continue to increase in value in the coming years. So, there you have it, the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin, one of the most valuable and fascinating coins in U.S. history. With a current market value of $103 million, this coin stands as a true testament to the world of rare coinage. If you happen to come across a 1965 Lincoln 1-cent in your collection, you may want to take a closer look, as it could be worth a fortune. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments about the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent coin, drop them below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep collecting and stay curious about the amazing world of numismatics. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics with a focus on one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the United States, the 1975 Lincoln cent. This isn't your average penny, far from it. In fact, some of these coins could be worth up to a staggering $139 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. So grab a seat, because we're about to uncover the history, rarity, and the fascinating details behind this highly prized coin. The 1975 Lincoln cent was minted as part of the United States Mint's ongoing production of the Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909. The coin features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and was designed by the renowned artist Victor David Brenner. The reverse of the coin showcases the Lincoln Memorial, which became the standard reverse design in 1959. It's not unusual for a penny to carry historical value, but the 1975 Lincoln cent stands out for its unusual features and rarity. Key facts about the 1975 Lincoln cent mint year, 1975 mint mark, D Denver weight, 2.5 grams composition, 95% copper, 5% zinc diameter, 19.05 millimeters 0.75 inches edge. Plain. The coin was produced in Denver, with a total mintage of over 4 billion coins. However, Its journey to becoming a $139 million treasure began not with its mintage, but with a mistake at the mint that led to the coin becoming exceedingly rare. The 1975 Lincoln cent is special not just because it's a piece of American history, but because of a rare minting error. During production at the Denver Mint, a small percentage of these coins were struck with double die obverse, meaning that the image of Abraham Lincoln and the date were accidentally struck twice. This error gives the coin an unmistakable look, with the date 1975 appearing blurred or doubled. The double die error is particularly noticeable on the word Liberty, where you can see the doubling effect clearly. Such minting errors happen when the dies used to strike coins are not aligned properly during the production process. When this occurs, the design is stamped more than once, causing parts of the image to overlap or appear doubled. This error coin is incredibly rare, and collectors prize these unique pieces. While double die errors occur from time to time in coin production, it's the rarity of the 1975 Lincoln cent with this error that makes it so valuable today. But even with this error, the coin's value didn't explode immediately. It wasn't until the late 20th century that collectors and experts started to realize just how unique these error coins were, and the coins started attracting more and more attention. So, what makes the 1975 Lincoln cent worth an astounding $139 million? The primary reason is its rarity, and the fact that only a handful of these double die error coins exist today. While the mint produced billions of pennies in 1975, only a very tiny fraction of those contain the double die error. As of recent sales and auctions, a 1975 double die Lincoln cent in mint condition has sold for over $139 million at public auction, making it one of the most expensive coins in the world. But how did it reach such a value? 1. Incredible rarity. Only a few specimens of the 1975 Lincoln cent with this error have survived. Of the millions of coins minted in 1975, it's estimated that fewer than 10 coins with this double die error exist in excellent condition. 2. Historical significance. The 1975 Lincoln cent represents a critical moment in American numismatic history. The error itself speaks to the unpredictable nature of coin minting. Collectors and investors are drawn to coins with unique backstories like this. 1.3. Condition. The condition of a coin dramatically affects its value. Coins in mint condition, with no wear and tear, attract higher prices. Many of the surviving 1975 double die error cents are in near perfect or MS65 condition mint state, adding to their appeal. 4. Market demand. Numismatic markets are driven by scarcity, demand, and collectors' willingness to pay astronomical prices for rare items. Coin collectors and investors worldwide are always on the lookout for rare error coins to add to their collections. This drives prices up over time. While the 1975 Lincoln cent might be small in size, it is big in value. As mentioned, the coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 mm. The composition of the coin is 95% copper and 5% zinc, which gives it its reddish-brown appearance. This is the standard composition for pennies produced in the United States until the late 1980s, when the mint began using a different alloy due to rising copper prices. Even though the weight and composition of the 1975 Lincoln cent are relatively standard compared to other coins in the series, its error and rarity are what truly set it apart. You might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1975 Lincoln cent is the double die error? Here's what you need to look for. The date 1975 ***. The most noticeable feature of the double die error is the blurry or double date. When examining the coin closely, you'll see the 1975 is not aligned properly, causing a doubled effect. The word Liberty, ***, check for doubling in the word Liberty. The letters will appear faintly stacked above each other, especially when looking closely with a magnifying glass or under good lighting. The mint mark ***, the D mint mark indicating it was minted in Denver, can sometimes show signs of doubling as well, although it's less pronounced than the date and Liberty. If you think you've got a 1975 Lincoln cent with this error, it's important to have it graded by a professional numismatic grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. They can assess its condition, authenticity, and value. If it is in mint condition, it could be worth a fortune. To sum it up, the 1975 Lincoln cent with a double die error is a one-of-a-kind treasure. Its combination of rarity, historical significance, and minting error has made it one of the most sought-after coins in the world today. With an estimated worth of $139 million, this small penny holds a lot of value, both literally and figuratively. If you have a 1975 D Lincoln cent in your collection, take a closer look at it. It could very well be worth millions. But even if you don't, the 1975 D Lincoln cent will remain a symbol of how a simple minting error can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more amazing coin stories like this one. Until next time, happy collecting! Dear's coin collectors, enthusiasts, and history lovers from all over the world. Today, we're about to dive deep into one of the most fascinating and rare coins ever minted by the United States of America, the 1983 D 1 cent Liberty Lincoln coin. This coin has captivated collectors for decades due to its mysterious history, exceptional value, and the astonishing price it can command today. If you've ever wondered why some coins can be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars, stay tuned because this coin might just be the one to answer that question. Let's take a journey through time and discover the secrets of this iconic piece of American history. The year 1983 might seem like it's from another era, but it marks a crucial point in the history of U.S. currency. The 1983 D 1 cent Liberty Lincoln coin, minted in Denver, Colorado, was part of the regular coinage released by the U.S. Mint. But what makes this coin stand out among the rest? What's the secret behind its incredible value? In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to a new composition for the penny, replacing 95% copper with 97.5% zinc, plated with copper. The purpose? To reduce costs in an era when copper prices were soaring. The 1983 penny was one of the first major years to feature this change, and it introduced an era of pennies made of zinc, not copper. But in 1983, something extraordinary happened. Most of the 1983 pennies were produced in massive quantities, meaning that they are not considered rare. However, a small percentage of 1983 D pennies were mistakenly struck on copper planchets, those copper blanks that were supposed to be used for pennies in previous years. This rare minting error would forever change the trajectory of this coin's value. Let's break down the basics of this coin. The standard 1983 D 1 cent Liberty coin, which was made with the new zinc copper composition, weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. But the copper planchet era coins that we're focusing on are a different story. The weight of the 1983 D coin struck on a copper planchet is the same as the pre-1982 pennies, around 3.11 grams. This slight difference in weight is one of the first things collectors and experts noticed. However, it's not just the weight that makes these coins so valuable, it's the rarity and the mistake in their production. So, how did this rare mint error happen? The U.S. Mint was transitioning its production to the new zinc pennies, but some leftover copper planchets, the blanks that were supposed to be used for older copper pennies, made their way into the production line. These copper blanks, still being in circulation at the mint, were mistakenly fed into the machines, and in a rare twist of fate, a handful of pennies were struck on these older, heavier copper planchets. The result? A stunning era coin, still with the same design, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, but with a much heavier, older copper composition. These copper-plated pennies were released into circulation alongside the standard zinc pennies, and many were eventually lost in the shuffle of everyday life. Only a handful of these copper-era pennies have survived, and that's why they've become so valuable. Now, let's get to the most exciting part. Just how valuable are these coins? The 1983 D copper-era penny is considered one of the holy grails of modern U.S. coinage, and here's why. Its rarity, coupled with the fact that it's a minting error, makes it highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. Some of the 1983 D copper-era pennies have sold for staggering amounts, with the most famous examples fetching prices in the range of $114 million. Yes, you heard that right, $114 million. This extraordinary price is not just about the weight of the coin or its age, it's about rarity, history, and the mistake that made it one of a kind. Unlike most other pennies, these copper-era pennies are not mass-produced. The rarity factor alone has caused their value to skyrocket, as fewer than 20 examples of these copper planchet errors have ever been discovered. Collectors around the world, whether hobbyists, investors, or museums, are constantly on the lookout for one of these era coins to complete their collections. But what makes this particular penny worth such a large sum of money? Several factors contribute to its immense value. First, its scarcity. There are very few known surviving examples, and even fewer in pristine condition. Second, the historical significance. This penny represents a moment in time when the U.S. Mint made a rare mistake that has now become a collector's dream. Third, the public fascination with errors and unique coins only adds to the demand. As more people discover the value of these rare coins, the prices climb higher and higher. And with demand outweighing supply, it's no surprise that some collectors are willing to pay millions of dollars for just one coin. Now, let's talk about how you can identify a 1983 D copper planchet-era penny. The first clue is the weight. As mentioned earlier, the standard 1983 D penny weighs 2.5 grams, while the copper-era coin weighs 3.11 grams. The next step is to carefully examine the coin's color and texture. A genuine copper planchet-era coin will have a distinct reddish-brown color due to the copper content, unlike the duller, lighter color of the zinc pennies. If you suspect you have a rare copper-era penny, it's best to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. A certified coin can fetch a much higher price at auction or from private collectors. The 1983 D 1-cent Liberty Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a simple mistake at the U.S. Mint can create a coin that is not only valuable but also historically significant. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just beginning to explore the world of numismatics, the 1983 D copper planchet-era coin is a reminder of how exciting and unpredictable the world of coins can be. Its astonishing value of $114 million is proof that sometimes, even the smallest mistake can lead to the biggest rewards. Thank you for watching! If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin, and let us know what you'd like to learn about next. Until then, happy collecting! Dear coin enthusiasts and collectors around the world, today, we're about to take an in-depth journey into one of the most extraordinary coins in U.S. history, the 1995 D Lincoln 1-cent coin. What seems like a simple penny, worth just 1 cent, holds a remarkable story, fascinating history, and believe it or not, a potential worth of $180 million. That's right, this unassuming coin might be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just curious about rare treasures, stick with us, because we're going to dive deep into the value, history, and unique circumstances surrounding the 1995 D Lincoln penny. Before we get into the specifics of the 1995 D Lincoln penny, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible history of the Lincoln cent, which has been circulating in American currency for over a century. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate President Abraham Lincoln's centennial birthday, the Lincoln penny has undergone various design changes. However, one thing has remained constant: its tribute to the 16th President of the United States. The original design featured an image of Lincoln, created by artist Victor David Brenner, on the obverse side of the coin. The reverse of the penny, which initially depicted a wheat sheaf, was replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Since then, various mint marks have been used, with the 1995 D Lincoln penny being produced in the Denver Mint, marked by the letter D. Now let's focus specifically on the 1995 D Lincoln penny. This coin, which was produced in the Denver Mint, is part of the larger series of Lincoln Memorial cents. The front of the 1995 D coin shows an image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president, with the inscription Liberty and the year of minting, 1995, beneath his image. On the reverse side, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of the American spirit, representing strength and unity. The word E pluribus unum appears on the reverse, along with the mint mark D indicating that it was minted in Denver. But what makes the 1995 D so significant and valuable isn't just its design. There's a much deeper story to tell here, involving rare minting errors that have made this penny a potentially multi-million-dollar treasure. The key to the $180 million valuation of the 1995 D Lincoln penny lies in a very specific minting error, the doubled die error. To understand why this error is so rare, let's first break down what a doubled die is. A doubled die occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly during the minting process, causing the details of the coin to appear doubled or misaligned. In the case of the 1995 D Lincoln penny, some of the coins struck during the minting process display this error. It's not just a slight doubling, it's significant enough to be clearly visible to the naked eye. The 1995 D double die error can be found in the Liberty inscription, the date 1995, and even the words "In God We Trust." The doubling effect can also be seen on Lincoln's eye, mouth, and chin, making these errors stand out dramatically. The difference is subtle but obvious to those who know what to look for. While there were thousands of 1995 D Lincoln pennies produced, only a handful of these double-die coins have survived in excellent condition. Because of this rarity, these pennies have become extremely valuable to collectors. Cut to close-up shots of a 1995 D Lincoln penny with visible doubling errors, showing the differences between normal and double-die versions. So, how much is this penny worth? Well, it's important to note that not every 1995 D Lincoln penny is worth millions. Most of the 1995 D coins you come across are standard pennies, worth only 1 cent. However, the double-die variety, which is incredibly rare, can fetch a small fortune. The most valuable 1995 D Lincoln pennies with this double-die error have been sold for staggering amounts. A graded and well-preserved 1995 D penny can command prices between $10,000 to $20,000 at auctions. But what about the ones that are even rarer, in perfect condition with the most prominent doubling visible? These coins have been known to sell for as high as $180 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. One single penny could be worth more than the cost of a house, a car, or even an entire estate. Why such a high value? The combination of rarity, historical significance, and the minting error makes these pennies highly desirable for coin collectors, investors, and numismatists. There are only a few known perfect specimens, and they are considered among the most sought-after coins in modern American numismatics. Before we go any further, let's talk about the technical details of the 1995 D Lincoln penny. We know the coin's value and historical importance, but it's important to understand its weight and composition too. The 1995 D Lincoln penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This composition is standard for most modern U.S. pennies, which were switched from solid copper to this mixture in 1982. The penny weighs 2.5 grams, which is the same weight as any other penny produced since that time. Its diameter measures 19.05 mm, and its thickness is 1.52 mm. So, even though the 1995 D penny might be worth millions of dollars, it weighs just as much as any standard coin. Now that we know how valuable these pennies can be, let's discuss how you can identify one if you happen to come across it. Here are a few tips to help you identify a 1995 D double-die Lincoln penny. 1. Look at the date. The 1995 on a double-die coin will appear blurry or double-stamped, especially around the bottom of the numbers. 2. Check Liberty. The word Liberty on the obverse of the coin may show doubling, with a faint second version of the letters slightly off from the original. 3. Inspect In God We Trust. On the reverse, the phrase In God We Trust will appear to have double text, making it stand out from a regular coin. 4. Study the profile. Lincoln's profile will show some extra lines or shadowing around his eye, nose, and mouth due to the double die. Finding one of these coins is extremely rare, but it could change your life. If you think you've got one, be sure to get it professionally graded by an expert like the Professional Coin Grading Service PCGS or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation NGC to ensure its authenticity and value. So there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1995 D Lincoln penny and its potential worth of up to $180 million. While most pennies you come across will be worth only 1 cent, the rare double-die era versions of the 1995 D coin hold a treasure trove of value, history, and wonder. If you're a collector, or even if you've got a few pennies stashed away, keep your eyes peeled. You might just have a fortune on your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, coin collecting, or history's most valuable pieces of currency, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Drop us a comment below if you have any questions, or if you've found a rare coin yourself. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep collecting, and who knows, your next coin could be a treasure. Today, we have an exciting topic that might make you look twice at those pennies lying around. We're talking about the 1998 United States 1-cent Liberty Lincoln coin, a fascinating coin with a surprising amount of value to collectors worldwide. Some of these coins have been rumored to fetch up to $164 million under the right circumstances. Yes, you heard that right, a single cent worth millions. So, what makes this coin so unique, and could you be holding a fortune in your pocket? Let's uncover the mysteries and history of this iconic coin. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, holds the record for the longest-running design in U.S. history. Created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the first American coin to feature a U.S. president. This iconic penny has evolved over the decades, yet it still represents the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and American history. In 1982, the U.S. Mint even altered the composition from 95% copper to a more cost-effective mix of 97.5% zinc with a 2.5% copper coating, saving millions in production costs. The 1998 Lincoln cent is part of this legacy, and came toward the end of the 20th century, capturing a key point in both numismatic and American history. The Lincoln Memorial reverse design, introduced in 1959 and continuing until 2008, is a design unique to the second half of the 20th century. This design change marked Lincoln as the only president to appear both on the front and back of an American coin. Now, let's talk about the physical characteristics of the 1998 Lincoln cent. This coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and weighs approximately 2.5 grams. It's composed mainly of zinc, with a thin copper coating. This means it has a zinc core, giving it a silverish color if you scratch beneath the surface. The coin's rim is smooth without any reeded edges, a standard feature of U.S. pennies. This coin's face, or obverse, features the profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, can still be seen on modern pennies near Lincoln's shoulder, a mark of a truly iconic design. Why would anyone value a 1998 Lincoln cent at such an astronomical figure like $164 million? While this may sound unbelievable, there are factors that collectors look for that can cause the value of even a 1-cent coin to skyrocket. Let's break it down. 1. Mint mark **. The 1998 Lincoln cent was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins don't have a mint mark, while Denver coins are marked with a D just below the date. Coins from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, are typically proof coins and are highly sought after due to their limited production and high-quality finish. Collectors will pay top dollar for pristine or high-grade examples of these coins. Point 2. Condition or grade **. The condition of a coin is one of the most critical factors in determining its value. For 1998 Lincoln cents, grades can range from well-worn circulated coins, which are common and worth only face value, to high-grade uncirculated coins. A coin with a grade of MS Mint State 68 or above could be extremely valuable due to its rarity in such pristine condition. Only a few exist in this grade, making them rare finds and worth thousands of dollars. Point 3. Errors and varieties **. The 1998 Lincoln cent also has some notable varieties and mint errors that are exceptionally rare. One of the most famous errors from this year is the wide AM variety. In this variety, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are further apart than usual. These coins are highly collectible, as they were a mistake and are much rarer than the standard version. The wide AM variety, in high grade, can reach values in the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Other errors, such as misstrikes, off-centers, or double dies, also make certain 1998 pennies much more valuable than standard coins. So, what's the current market value of the 1998 Lincoln cent? While most circulated 1998 pennies are worth their face value, uncirculated, high-grade examples, and those with unique errors can fetch impressive amounts. A 1998 Lincoln cent graded MS 68 sold for over $5,000 in recent years, a remarkable figure for a 1-cent coin. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to these unique coins, especially those with high grades or unique varieties. Remember though, the $164 million figure is more myth than reality. No single penny has reached that level yet, but the thrill of finding rare coins like the wide AM keeps collectors on the lookout. Do you have a 1998 Lincoln cent lying around and wonder if it could be valuable? Here's a simple checklist. 1. Look for the mint mark **. Check if it's from Philadelphia. No mint mark, Denver D. Or if you have a rare proof S coin. Point 2. Examine the reverse for the AM spacing **. Look closely at the letters A and M in America to see if they're separated or touching. The wide AM variety is much rarer than the closed AM version. Point 3. Assess the condition **. High-grade coins, without scratches or wear, are the most valuable. Consider having your coin graded by a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, if you believe it's in exceptional condition. Point 4. Check for errors **. Search for any signs of minting errors, like off-center strikes or doubled images. These characteristics add value. To wrap up, the 1998 Lincoln cent is a fascinating piece of American history and can be quite valuable under the right conditions. Although finding one worth $164 million may be a long shot, the thrill of uncovering a rare or error coin makes collecting pennies rewarding. Remember, every rare penny has a story, and sometimes, that story can be worth more than the coin's weight in gold. If you enjoyed learning about the 1998 Lincoln cent and want to know more about rare coins, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Let us know in the comments if you found any interesting coins. Who knows, you might be holding a hidden treasure. Dear coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and treasure hunters. Today, we have an extraordinary and detailed story to share with you that could change your view on coin collecting forever. You might think a simple 1-cent coin is not worth much, but wait until you hear about the 1998 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a coin that has shocked collectors and investors worldwide with its incredible value. We're talking about a coin that could be worth a staggering $196 million. That's right, you heard me correctly. Stick around as we delve deep into the history, rarity, and mind-blowing value of this fascinating coin. You don't want to miss this. The 1998 Lincoln 1-cent coin is a regular issue coin from the United States, bearing the famous image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse back. It's part of the Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. However, the specific 1998 version of this coin is much more than just a typical penny. It's part of a broader story of rarity, potential, and the market for coin collectors. The 1998 Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, and typically, these coins are worth just 1 cent in everyday use. But like many other coins, there are rare varieties and errors that make some examples far more valuable than others. This coin, in particular, has gained massive attention for its unique characteristics. The Lincoln cent series has undergone numerous changes since its debut, with different designs, finishes, and mint marks. The original design by Victor David Brenner featured Lincoln's portrait, and later, from 1959 onward, the reverse was redesigned to feature the Lincoln Memorial, reflecting the dedication of this great American leader. By 1998, the United States Mint had established a consistent method for producing the 1-cent coins, with regular, proof, and uncirculated versions being released each year. The 1998 coin was minted with the standard memorial design on the reverse, and a beautiful portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. But what sets the 1998 apart from other pennies? The answer lies in the concept of error coins and how some rare, misprinted or misstruck coins can end up being worth much more than their intended value. Now, before we dive into why the 1998 Lincoln cent is worth $196 million, we need to understand how error coins are discovered and how they make their way into the coin market. Many collectors focus on finding rare coins with unique features or errors that make them stand out from the ordinary. Error coins are coins that deviate from their intended minting process. These errors can range from off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned on the coin, to double dies, where the image is duplicated. Some of the most valuable error coins are those that were misstruck during the minting process, and they can fetch astronomical prices at auction. The 1998 Lincoln 1-cent coin is one such example. It was discovered that certain misstruck versions of the 1998 penny were produced with unique characteristics, making them highly sought after by collectors. These coins were struck off-center or had double die errors, causing the details of Abraham Lincoln's face to appear multiple times, or the coin's images to be poorly aligned. Now, here comes the jaw-dropping part. Some of these error coins have been estimated to be worth up to $196 million. Yes, you heard that right. But how could a small, seemingly ordinary penny ever reach such a price? Let's break it down. 1. Rarity. The 1998 Lincoln cent, especially those with error markings, are incredibly rare. Not every coin that rolls out of the US Mint is going to have these unique mistakes, and fewer still are in pristine condition. The scarcity of these error coins, combined with their fascinating history, is what drives their value up. 2. Demand from collectors. As coin collecting has grown into a global hobby, high-end investors and rare coin collectors are constantly on the lookout for these exceptional pieces. For example, when a coin like this is found, it often enters the market with intense competition between buyers, pushing up the price substantially. 3. Historical significance. The Lincoln cent series is one of the longest-running and most iconic in U.S. history. Coins from this series are often valued for their connection to President Abraham Lincoln, a key figure in American history. When a coin from such a celebrated series is rare and era-struck, it becomes a historical treasure. Point 4. The error itself. The specific error in the 1998 D Lincoln cent is highly prized due to the uniqueness of the doubled die and misstruck design. A doubled die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin itself is misaligned, causing the image on the coin to appear blurry or doubled. This specific error is relatively rare, making the 1998 D coin one of the most desirable for advanced collectors. Now, let's get into the specifications of the 1998 D Lincoln 1-cent coin. Despite its massive value in certain cases, it has a simple and standard weight that adheres to the regular specifications for U.S. pennies. The weight of the 1998 D coin is weight: 2.5 grams, 0.088 ounces diameter, 19.05 millimeters, 0.75 inches composition, 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. This is the same weight and composition as the regular 1998 D Lincoln cent, which makes it even more remarkable that a coin like this could have such a high market value when it contains no precious metals like gold or silver. It goes to show that it's the rarity, error, and historical significance that makes this particular coin worth so much. The market for error coins like the 1998 D Lincoln cent is both highly unpredictable and extremely competitive. The current value of the 1998 D Lincoln cent error can range dramatically depending on the specific error, condition, and historical context. However, it's important to note that a coin being valued at $196 million doesn't mean that every 1998 D Lincoln cent will fetch that price. The highest valued examples are often auctioned in highly competitive settings, where collectors from around the world compete for these rare finds. In 2021, a similar error coin from this series set a record for a sale that topped several $1 million, which further fueled the excitement surrounding these rare varieties. If you're wondering how to find a 1998 D Lincoln cent with such extraordinary value, it's not as simple as picking up a penny from your pocket. These rare error coins often appear in collections, estate sales, or auctions, and they are usually found by dedicated numismatists, coin experts who spend years searching for such treasures. So, is it possible that the 1998 D Lincoln 1-cent coin could be sitting in your collection, waiting to make you millions? While most of us might only encounter a few standard pennies in our lifetime, for a lucky few, this ordinary-looking coin could be worth an incredible fortune. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector, a history buff, or just someone fascinated by rare finds, the 1998 D Lincoln cent is a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things in life come in the smallest packages. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories and tips on finding coins that could make you rich. If you think you've got a rare coin in your pocket, don't hesitate to get it appraised. It could be worth far more than you think. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin like this. And remember, keep looking at your pennies closely, because you never know what you might find next. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic and mysterious pennies in the United States, the 2001 cent Liberty, or as we all know it, the Lincoln penny. You might think it's just a humble 1-cent coin, but some of these pennies have sold for astonishing amounts of money, even into the millions of dollars. So let's get into it. Could you be holding a coin worth a fortune? Stick around to find out. The Lincoln cent series is one of the longest-running and most beloved coin series in the world, dating back to 1909. Originally introduced to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Prior to that, American coins displayed Lady Liberty and symbolic representations of freedom. The 2000 Lincoln penny is part of this rich legacy, produced at a time when the U.S. Mint was innovating and experimenting with new materials and designs for circulating coins. Now, let's take a close look at the details of the 2000 Lincoln penny. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. This penny is part of the post-1982 production phase, meaning it was struck in 97.5% zinc and coated with 2.5% copper to give it that familiar look. The obverse, or front, features the famous bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse, which remained the same from 1959 until 2008, displays the Lincoln Memorial. This small coin captures so much history in its design. Now, what makes a 2000 Lincoln penny worth more than face value? Well, there are a few factors at play here. First, let's talk about mintage. Over 14 billion Lincoln cents were struck in the year 2000 across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. While that might seem like a lot, It's actually the unique errors and variations within this year's production that have made certain coins so valuable. One of the most sought-after types of the 2000 penny is the wide AM reverse variety. Now, if you're not familiar with coin terminology, AM refers to the spacing between the and M in America on the reverse side of the coin. In 2000, the US Mint accidentally released some pennies with a wider space between the and M, which was actually the design intended for proof coins only. This small but critical difference can make a regular-looking penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to collectors. So, what kinds of errors should you look out for? Some of the most valuable 2000 Lincoln pennies have striking errors, like double die obverse or reverse errors, where the image appears doubled due to a die shift during minting. These errors are relatively rare and can be difficult to spot without a trained eye or magnifying tools, but they add significant value. For instance, pennies with visible double die marks on Lincoln's face or the Liberty inscription can sell for several $100s each, depending on their condition. There are also error pennies with off-center strikes, which can result in missing parts of the image, adding unique flair and worth. When combined with excellent mint state, these pennies can fetch prices in the thousands. But wait, there's even more to this story. You might have heard rumors about Lincoln pennies being worth astronomical sums, even up to $189 million. While no penny has reached this mind-blowing figure in an auction yet, the excitement is not unfounded. Certain coins, including some rare Lincoln cents, have been known to appreciate in value immensely over time due to unique characteristics or historical significance. Coins like the 1943 copper penny and 1955 double-die Lincoln cent have already proven the potential for some pennies to fetch over $1 million. While a typical 2000 penny may not reach that level, with growing interest in rare coins, who knows what the future holds. So, how much is a valuable 2000 Lincoln penny worth today? Well, typical 2000 pennies without any errors are worth only face value, 1 cent. However, error coins can be sold on auction platforms like eBay or through coin dealers for significantly more. Wide AM varieties in great condition can sell for anywhere between $50 and $500. And if you have one in near-perfect, uncirculated condition with high-grade certification, you're looking at an even bigger payday. Plus, collectors around the world are constantly looking for these special pennies, which means their value could increase over time. A pristine 2000 wide AM Lincoln penny, for example, could bring in prices that rival rare, older coins, all because of that minor spacing difference. Wondering if you've got a rare 2000 penny? Here's a simple guide. First, check the reverse side under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Look carefully at the letters and M in America. If you notice a clear, visible gap between them, you've got a wide AM penny. Also, inspect Lincoln's profile and the word Liberty on the front for any doubling or anomalies that might indicate a double die error. So there you have it. The 2000 Lincoln 1-cent coin may seem ordinary, but it holds a wealth of potential, both in historical significance and in collectible value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, finding a rare 2000 penny can be an incredible thrill. So, go through your old coin jars, check your pocket change, and see if you might be holding a tiny piece of American history that's worth a lot more than 1 cent. 1. Show close-ups. Capture high-quality close-ups of the 2000 Lincoln penny, especially focusing on the Liberty inscription, Lincoln's profile, and the America text. Point 2. Use visual aids. Use slides or on-screen graphics to show recent auction prices, the mintage numbers, and comparison shots between a regular penny and a wide AM variety. Point 3. Engage with enthusiasm. Speak with a mix of excitement and curiosity to keep the video entertaining and informative. Point 4. Include fun facts. Interject with fun facts about Lincoln or the history of U.S. coinage for added viewer interest. By emphasizing both historical depth and the intriguing possibility of finding a high-value coin, this video could capture attention and curiosity globally, especially among viewers interested in collectibles, U.S. history, and treasure hunting in their own homes. Good luck, and happy filming! Today, we're going to talk about a coin that many of us have likely seen, held, or maybe even overlooked, the 2001 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin. You may think it's just another penny, but this coin has become a hot topic among collectors. Let's break down everything there is to know about it, from its history and design to its potential value in the current market. Let's start with some history. The Lincoln cent, also known as the penny, has a rich history in the United States. It was first introduced in 1909, on the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin's obverse, or front, features a portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It was a revolutionary design at the time, as it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, a figure as respected and beloved as Abraham Lincoln, no less. Lincoln was chosen for his legacy in preserving the Union and his impact on American history, especially with his role in ending slavery. The Lincoln cent design was widely celebrated, and it has remained largely unchanged for over a century, except for a few tweaks to the reverse over the years. Now you may notice that on the 2001 penny, there's a small letter D located just below the date. That D stands for the Denver Mint, where the coin was produced. The United States Mint has facilities in multiple locations, and each mint marks its coins with a unique identifier. The Denver Mint, known for producing durable and widely circulated coins, was particularly efficient in minting high volumes. However, not every penny from 2001 is created equal. Mint marks can play a crucial role in the collectability of a coin. While the 2001 D penny was produced in large numbers, the condition, rarity of certain misstrikes, and demand among collectors all influence its potential worth. Let's take a look at the design of this iconic coin. On the obverse side, we have Abraham Lincoln's famous profile. The words "In God We Trust" are engraved along the top, while liberty appears to the left of Lincoln's profile, and the year 2001 is displayed on the right side, along with the D Mint mark. On the reverse side, the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to the former president. The words United States of America are inscribed along the top, with the Latin phrase E pluribus unum below it. At the bottom, the word 1 cent is boldly displayed, reminding us that this coin represents the smallest denomination in U.S. currency. Now, here's an interesting detail about the coin's composition. The 2001 D Lincoln cent is made primarily of zinc, with only a thin copper plating. This change happened in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper, which made it more economical for the U.S. Mint to produce pennies using a cheaper base metal. Each 2001 D Lincoln penny weighs about 2.5 grams, in contrast to earlier pennies made with 95% copper, which weighed about 3.11 grams. So, let's get to the part everyone's curious about, the value. Although the 2001 D Lincoln cent was minted in large quantities, it doesn't mean they're all worth the same. The current value of this coin can vary widely, depending on its condition, rarity, and any unique errors it might possess. For a standard 2001 D penny in circulated condition, the market value generally hovers around face value, 1 cent. However, pennies in uncirculated, or mint state, condition are worth more. Collectors are willing to pay up to a few dollars for pristine, uncirculated examples. The highest possible grades, such as MS-67 or MS-68, can fetch even higher prices at auction. In some cases, collectors have paid up to $15 or $20 for a flawless 2001 D penny. But here's where things get even more interesting. Certain error coins, those with visible mistakes during the minting process, can drastically increase a coin's value. For example, pennies with off-center strikes, doubled dies, or die cracks have been known to sell for tens or even hundreds of dollars among collectors. Some rare error varieties of the 2001 D penny have even been reported to sell in auctions for over $200, making them highly sought after. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. While the 2001 D Lincoln cent may not be the rarest or most valuable penny ever, its future value remains a topic of interest for coin collectors and investors alike. The coin collecting community has seen a surge in recent years, with many people investing in high-grade coins as an alternative to traditional assets. Due to the increasing popularity of coin collecting and the limited number of high-grade, well-preserved 2001 D pennies, some experts believe that this coin could appreciate in value over time, especially in higher grades or with unique errors. While it may never reach the value of rarities like the 1943 copper penny, a well-preserved 2001 D penny could still be a valuable addition to any collection. So, why should you care about the 2001 D Lincoln cent? This seemingly common coin is a reminder of America's enduring respect for Lincoln's legacy. For coin collectors, it offers an opportunity to own a piece of that history, and for investors, it holds the potential for future growth and value, especially if it's in top-notch condition or features a unique error. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone with just a few pennies in a jar, the 2001 D Lincoln cent is a piece of history that could be worth more than just a cent someday. Who knows? That 1 cent coin in your pocket could be worth much more than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories about coins and collectibles. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and let us know in the comments if you have a 2001 Lincoln cent of your own. Until next time, happy collecting!